Hi, you guys. I know a lot of you have been asking about recruiting lately. How can I get someone to join my team? How can I get someone to join me on this amazing journey? All right. So I just have jotted down a few quick notes, and it's going to be a very brief video. Okay. Something that we just learned at Executive Retreat was that the average is you have to ask about 9 people in order to get one person who's truly interested. Okay, so that means it's kind of a numbers game. You just really need to always be talking about your business opportunity. It's not going to be for everyone. There are people who just are not going to be interested. They would rather be your customer. They would rather be your hostess. That's totally fine. We need those too. So just make sure that you're just always talking about it with people that you meet. In the Uber, if you're in a car, if you're just sitting next to somebody on the bus, if you are, the cashier at the grocery store, always be talking about the opportunity. And it's amazing how easy it is to bring up. You'll find that once you become very intentional about it, it's easy to drop into conversation just very naturally. And then usually you can just wait for a second, don't word vomit all over them. And they'll typically ask you for more information about that. Say you ask somebody, what do you do? And they tell you what they do. And then the natural follow-up is for them to say, well, what do you do? And you can say that you bring joy to people's lives by helping them find beauty solutions. And they will probably be intrigued enough to say, well, how do you do that? Or with what company or whatever. And then you have permission to go into a little more detail. So that means just put your recruiting goal, if you have a specific number in mind, on somewhere you're going to see it all the time, maybe on your phone background or on your refrigerator. I know I'm at my refrigerator a lot. Somewhere that you're always going to see it, maybe first place where you look when you wake up, the last place you see before you go to sleep at night. All right, so that it's just always on your mind. And that'll help you to make it more of a part of your day rather than getting to the end of the month, say, and being like, oh man, I didn't recruit again. It's not going to be that way if you're just always thinking about it. All right. Also, try to talk to maybe 2 people a day for a month. Okay. So I'm putting a time limit on it so that you're not like, I have to talk to 2 people every day for the rest of my life about the opportunity. I mean, maybe you won't, but if you say, do you think I could do this for a limited amount of time? Maybe you could. Maybe you could stretch yourself just until the end of this month, perhaps. You say, can I find 2 people to present the opportunity to this month for the rest of this month? I think that you could. And you'll find you'll get more comfortable with it the more times you present it too. You'll find maybe different angles that you weren't thinking of before, different things that are appealing about the company. Go new places. If you are one of the people who are saying, I've literally talked to everybody and no one's interested. I'm going to tell you right now, okay, straight up, you have not talked to everybody. There are people still out there who do not know what Jamberry is, let alone the opportunity that it provides. So I'm not going to accept that as a response. All right, that's not an excuse. I would like to challenge you to go new places, okay? If you have tapped out your current circle of friends, maybe it's time to join a new circle, find some new friends, all right? I'm not saying ditch the old ones. They're still your friends, but I'm saying for business purposes, it's always a great idea to expand your network, okay? So maybe a new mommy group or a gym or something like that. All right. Also, get contact info to follow up. So if you have piqued somebody's interest and they seem like they might want to bite, get their contact info, because you can't rely on just you saying, oh yeah, here's my website, check it out. It's very often a dead end if you do it that way. So get their contact info and say, I'll check in with you tomorrow to see what you think about it, or I'll send you my join link so you can check out more information, something like that, so that they know you'll be contacting them. That'll make it much less like spammy and stalkerish when they get a message from you. Also, this is something they also addressed at Executive Retreat. In-person recruiting is by far the most effective, all right? So sending messages on Facebook is a method you can use, but it's not the preferred method, okay? In person, people can tell how genuine you are and how passionate you actually feel about this business. They can tell honesty through making eye contact with you. That's everything, you guys. All right, so that really is, if you can have a coffee date with someone and just sit down and say, I would love to show you what this has done for me, and it would just thrill me if you would join me in this journey. That could be exactly the ticket to get you there. Give them compliments. Okay, so say you had amazing service at this restaurant and your waitress, you've already exchanged information about you just had a very pleasant evening. Then maybe she checked your nails and she complimented them. Maybe see if she's got anything on her nails that you can compliment too. It's just very easy to get that conversation started. And then when you're paying your bill, say, I've just been so impressed with your attitude of service and your pleasant disposition, and you are exactly the kind of person I would love to have on my team. This is what I do. Here, here's a catalog or a business card or whatever. Do I have permission? Do you have my permission to give you some more information about my business? And I don't think she's going to turn you down. Okay, you've given her a compliment, you've maybe built a little rapport there. Get her information and follow up with her, because she's going to think of you as that nice lady who offered her a job, not this weirdo who tried to scam her into it. But I really don't think it'll come across that way. Also, if they say no, which you are going to hear no, you just prepare yourself. Just in general, if you're asking people about the business and saying, I would love for you to join my team, and they say no, then ask them, is this no forever, or just no, not right now, it's not a good time? And then that'll leave the door open. If they say, oh, well, it's just not a good time right now, then you can say, well, how about in 3 months I check up with you and see if that's a better time. Then you have their permission, okay? You won't feel weird. They won't feel like you're pestering them, because they are the ones who gave you permission to follow up with them. And maybe it will be a better time. Just put it in your calendar to check up with them. All right. If you're still saying, oh no, I don't even want to try to get anybody to join because people just aren't as excited about Jamberry as they used to be. No, okay, that's not true. It's just that you are not as excited as you used to be. Do you remember when you first joined? Do you remember how excited you were? You just wanted to tell everybody about it, and you wanted to get everybody to try a sample, and you were just thrilled with the products and everything, the newness of it. And then it just kind of became, old hat. It was not as exciting or fresh, and maybe some things happened along the way. You heard no a couple of times. You started to get a little down on yourself. But you know what? There are tons of people who don't feel that way. There are so many people who it is a brand new thing. So try to think like a rookie. Try to remember what it was like when you had that passion for the business and you really were so excited about it. Okay, wrapping up, I want you to remember, why did you join? Why did you join Jamberry? Try to think of those reasons. If you can even sit down and list them out, what were those main things that made you want to join? That probably will also have some other people consider that they would like to join also. All right, so think of those reasons and then maybe use those as talking points when you're having a recruiting meeting with someone. I hope this was helpful, and guys, go out there. It's gonna be so exciting. I would love to see some fresh, excited teammates joining us very soon. All right, bye.